Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the March 15th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And I will take a moment and look this over. The question is, how can I be more welcoming to those I consider to be different than me? And this is an interesting passage. This is about a person, an Al-Anon member, who held a board position with the local Al-Anon information service. It came up during this person's service that a group in the district had voted that no one under 18 could attend their meeting. And this person was also an Al-Anon group sponsor and had always told these Al-Anon members that if they couldn't find an Al-Anon meeting, they could go to Al-Anon. So this person brings up the third tradition. The only requirement for membership is that there be a problem of alcoholism in a relative or friend. So this was a solution to the situation because there was no age limit included in that wording. So this service group reminded the group that that Al-Anon is part of the Al-Anon Family Groups. So basically, this person helped to, it sounds like it from the passage, helped to change that, to make it open to everyone. Today's reminder, Al-Anon's purpose extends to anyone affected by another person's drinking, and I say substance abuse. The quote is from the Al-Anon Declaration. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm just going to read it. When anyone, anywhere, reaches out for help, let the hand of Al-Anon and Al-Anon always be there, and let it begin with me. So how can I be more welcoming to those I consider to be different than me? Maybe by listening, by keeping an open mind, thinking kindness, acceptance. I think all those things are very important. That's all I can think of at the moment. Ooh, this page has a tab and some highlighted parts. I'm gonna look this over. Hmm. First of all, the sun just went behind a rather large cloud, so you may have seen the light change. I could see the light changing as I was reading. I love this passage. This is about forgiveness and how this person once saw forgiveness as kind of like a power play, but now they realize that forgiveness is understanding that we're on equal footing with every other human being. We have no right to judge. Whenever we separate ourselves from other human beings, we're only hurting ourselves. The best thing we can do is behave in a way that lets us feel good and remember that it's important not to judge others. Today's reminder: it's important that we find nurturing ways to fill ourselves up, not by holding on to resentment and blame. The quote is from Booker T. Washington, and it basically says, when you try to hold someone down, you're down with them. And it's not the best place to be. I love that because I know it's really easy for me to understand that I forgive for myself, and that the more I recover, the more I realize that a lot of times there's nothing to forgive, because people, obviously there are situations where like someone does something really, really harmful, and that's different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the things that happen every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and it's just no one's going out of their way to inconvenience me or hurt me. um, and I don't need to judge. I just need to not take things personally and just go about my business and behave in a way that I can feel good about. And it does work for me much of the time. Like even things that I'm not talking about like the little inconveniences now. I'm talking about things that like have really hurt my feelings in the past. And it's been someone that I really love and care about who's hurt my feelings. And what I've realized through lots of Al-Anon work is that that person was doing the best they could, and they were not trying to hurt me. They would never outwardly try to hurt me, and it's just, I can just look at it a different way and send them love and understanding, and just forgive the whole situation. Forgive me forgive myself for taking it so personally and so seriously, and forgive them, and just give us all some love and grace. And that feels so much better. So much better. But I'm really amazed. The more I grow, the older I get, and the more I learn, the more I realize that very few things are personal. Things that would hurt my feelings were not even meant for me. They were not directed at me. They are a direct reflection of how that person was feeling in a specific moment in time. And that largely has absolutely nothing to do with me. So that is really freeing. And it just opens up more space in my heart because I realize how vulnerable we all are and how we all just want love and acceptance. And I know every time I say that I think I'm oversimplifying, but truly it all falls under love and acceptance. And I find that that's a space that I can work within. So that's why I keep saying it, because it works for me and I feel comfortable in that. And it helps me to feel love and compassion. And I think that's good. Makes me feel good. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.